Sometimes people enter your life and you know you'll never forget them. Let me share with you when I met Teddy.
Hi there, darling. Coming in. I'm 77 years old, 1930 model. I can remember back to when I was about 3. My mother played piano quite well, and I used to sit on her knee while she was playing, and I could eventually learn to hit the right notes at times. When I was 5, I was sent to a piano teacher, a local piano teacher. At the age of 8, I didn't want to ever see a piano again. Of course, at 8 years of age, all you want to do is kick a football or go billy carting and do things with your mates. I didn't touch the piano much. I was in the Scouts and the Cubs growing up, and the only time I ever played the piano when the boys in those groups used to say, "Oh, come and have a tune" or something or other. I started a little band. There was only the 2 of us, drummer and myself, and then I had an accident when I was 18. We were on a camping trip down to Durras Lakes, which is about 200 miles south of Sydney. My father and my 2 uncles were with us. Actually, it was a fishing trip, and I don't know why we had the gun there, a single loading rifle, Winchester 22, but I took it out to shoot some rabbits. It had a bullet in the breech, and the barrel tip got caught in the uppermost crease in the trousers, and the butt hit the ground, and the gun went off, lodging a bullet into the femoral artery in my groin. The blood shoots out like a rocket. It goes about 6 or 8 feet away, and it was shooting out across from me. I was looking at it, and they took me to the hospital. It was just a house hospital at Bateman's Bay. They didn't have the bridge there then. We had to go across in a punt. See, this was 1948, and at the time they had to find someone that had experience in the field of warfare, and we got a doctor from the war years. It was pretty rough. God, blimey, when I went in for the operation, one of the doctors walked in. He was a little German, he must have only been 5'2" or 3. And he's wearing a leather apron and blood all over it. He said, "Oh, I'm the bone surgeon, and I trimmed your bones." I said, "Oh, you look like a butcher to me." He was what he was wearing, and it was a bit rough.
One of the most endearing qualities to Teddy is his unending devotion to the love of his life.
Margaret, my wife, yeah, I met in the early stages of my playing career. When I was playing for the Scottish societies, I used to take this friend along because she was from a Scottish family. And then one day she asked if she could bring a friend with her, and that was Margaret. And so she went along to all the dances from then on. We ended up getting married in 1956. So it was a long courtship. By that time we knew each other pretty well. We were married till 1993, and Margaret died of breast cancer in 1993. 1994, I moved to Queensland because my brother was living up here at Bundaberg, and I moved up to Bundaberg, but being a city bloke, I couldn't handle that. That was a bit slow for me, so I came down to the South Sunshine Coast as socially a bit more active. Just after I moved to Queensland, I was diagnosed with a lung condition that was a genetic disorder, and it eventuated in me having emphysema, and which it doesn't get better, it only gets worse. So you end up with not enough air in your lungs, therefore your energy dissipates, and you end up without having enough energy to do much work. Because I've got limited capabilities in my energy field, I can't go out and do gardening or anything like that. I constrain myself to my music these days. The modern keyboards allow you to record on sequences like the one I've got. They have what they call a USB outlet, which is a connection that allows you to connect it to a computer. And it's all digitally done. There's no analogue signal at all, so it's all high fidelity. And once you've got it in your computer, you can put it onto a CD. I generally have a minimum about 65 minutes recording on each CD. Some I've had up to 80 minutes, and they won't go over 80. So I'll let you in on a secret that I had one there that went to about, not long ago, it went to about 6 or 8 seconds over 80 minutes, so I couldn't get it on. So I stepped up the tempo a couple of notches, and it got 6 seconds under, so I got it on.
Sometimes people enter your life for a reason, and for that same reason, you'll never forget them.